Good morning. Today, I'm going to tell my story, and I'm going to post it out there. I want to post it for everyone who is currently struggling, who is in a relationship that they seem to not be able to get out, who has been abused. And I'm going to tell the story because I'm at a loss in my life. You know, I met a man, I fell in love. I think he's the love of my life. And right now, we had to put our relationship on hold because I'm not better. I'm not good with myself. And I can't live like this. I can't live with the pain from what someone did to me 7 years ago. And I know it's been 7 years. I know I should let go. But there's a lot of things, there's a lot of reasons that I can't let go. So here's my story of what happened to me 7 years ago and the pain that has been inflicted on me. I had just transferred home from university, and I was going to school in Chicago, and now I was going to school in Dallas. I had ended my career in hockey, rather, not ended. My career in hockey was over. And I lost a lot of my identity, you know, because I did have good friends at the university I was going to. But everything that had made me was gone. I didn't have hockey anymore. I was in a place that I didn't know anyone. So I was turning to what I knew, the hockey rink, right? And I was playing here and there, but I was coaching too, and I was working out of the rink, but I was staying later than I needed to. I was hanging around just to meet people that would make me feel better. And I know now that is wrong, but at the same time, you know, I was alone. I didn't have anyone. So that's where I ended up meeting my abuser. You know, he was 10 years older than me. I was 20, he was 30, and I thought it was so cool I was getting hit on by someone much older than me. I mean, he wasn't anything spectacular looking. He wasn't in shape. He wasn't checklist quality, right? And he invited me to a party, and we started hanging out after that point. I mean, we had sex at the party in his car. I really didn't want to, but, you know, I was like, cool, all right, not a big deal. And we started dating for a month or so. And it was cool. It wasn't a bad relationship. It wasn't a bad month, right? But I ended up breaking up with him because I felt his career wasn't going anywhere. He didn't have any big aspirations for himself. He talked very poorly about his life and himself and the situations in his life. And he had a couple kids with other women that he was paying child support for, so he had baggage. And he wasn't good looking. And I didn't want this for myself. So I ended it. But of course, you know, I'm a very good person, and at the time, I mean, I wouldn't now, but at the time, I felt the reasons I had ended it with him were very selfish, shallow, vain, right? Like, why would you do that, Camille? Why would you use those reasons to end it with someone? You should have given them a second chance. And of course, I felt so bad that I ended up a month later asking for a second chance, asking for him to come back, you know. And I shouldn't have done that, because at the time, I didn't realize it, but at the time, I should have believed my reasons, because they were my reasons. I had control over that. But unfortunately, I didn't realize it, you know? And he eventually took me back, which, again, I'm the catch. You know, I didn't believe it then, but I am the catch, and I should have been taking him back, but unfortunately, that's not what happened. He took me back, and that's when it all started, you know. In the first month, the first few weeks, I was constantly questioned. What were you doing for that whole month that we weren't together before you asked for me back? Who were you with? Were you sleeping around? Blah, blah, blah. And that's not what I did. That's not at all who I am. But he didn't believe me. He didn't take my answers into consideration. He had already in his mind put that that's what I did. You know, and when I told my boyfriend, who I love him so much, and I know he loves me too, and I will get back to him when I'm better, but he told me, he's like, someone like that, they already had those insecurities so ingrained in them that what they believe, it doesn't matter how much you say otherwise. It doesn't matter how much you weren't lying. They're going to believe what they're going to believe because their insecurities are their reality. So, you know, he didn't trust me from the get-go. I was constantly called a liar, a cheater, and it was assumed that that's what I did. So, another few weeks go by, and it gets worse, you know. I wasn't, you know, everything was on his time now. Everything was when he wanted it. It wasn't anymore about what I wanted, anything to do with my time. He wouldn't come hang out with me when I asked, but when he asked, I had to. And if I didn't reply soon enough, I was accused, oh, who are you with? Are you sleeping around? I hope whomever you're with is better than me, you know. And my integrity was constantly attacked. And it was the one thing about me, even to this day, that I just can't handle is my integrity being attacked. Because I'm not a liar. I'm not. I'm a wholehearted, good, beautiful person. And I just allowed this person to keep attacking me. I didn't stand up for myself. And instead of standing up for myself, I gave in, you know. I was a chem major, and I had, I was leaving my 8 a.m. classes, my organic chem classes, halfway through, because I was being attacked. I was being called a liar. So I would leave class, drive 45 minutes to his place, just to prove to him that I wasn't doing what he was accusing me of. And then it got to the point where even doing that wasn't enough anymore. And that's when he started to sexually abuse me, you know. Prove to me with your body that you are only mine. You're not sleeping around. You're not hooking up with others.